Mr. Legend, are you ill?
Oh, just a slight headache from the rugged trip. Tone down the orchestra a tad.
Mr. Legend was just telling me that he is traveling incognito. Oh. He is undercover on a case.
Shh. Of course. Chamberlain Brown, Mayor Pro Tem, among other things. Mr. Legend, I would like to give you your official welcome to the town of Sheridan.
Thank you.
Welcome. We had a key made up. Unfortunately, it got lost in freight somewhere east of Cheyenne.
So did I.
Hey, is Mr. Nicodemus Legend back here?
Mr. Legend is working undercover today, okay? Incognito as well.
Name's Amos White, Mr. Legend. Owner, editor, and publisher of Sheridan Weekly Trumpet. Thought you might want to see this right away. To Mr. Nicodemus Legend, have decided to turn myself in and pay for my crimes. Will surrender only to Legend in person. Signed, J.B. Siringo.
Just who is this Siringo fella?
The most notorious bank robber in the West.
On his last job, he killed the guard in cold blood.
No, thank you. No.
Took $250,000 from the Midland Merchants Bank in Tucson.
Well, you wire him back and say, shame on you. And I'm not available.
But we can't do that, Mr. Legend. Nobody knows where Jim's hid out.
Bartok.
If it's not too much trouble, could you work in a massacre this time?
Double size, corner view, and the indoor privy's right next door.
Thank you, Skeeter.
Yes, sir. A pleasure, sir. If you need anything else, just throw something out the window. I'll be right up.
You say that as if you thought you actually had a choice.
I like to think it's still my life.
No.
It is theirs. You gave it to them. The minute you put pen to paper, the minute you put your picture on the cover of your books, they own your life now.
Nuh-uh. That was not part of the contract.
You'll see.
See what? What are you talking about? What does that mean?
It means you'll see.
What do you need, Mr. Legend?
It's Pratt!
Everybody knows Nicodemus Legend doesn't drink.
What's your name, friend?
Lamar,
You a married man, Lamar?
only 19 years.
All right. Then there must be something in your life that you don't want your wife to know about.
She sure does hate it when I chew my toenails.
Sounds like a woman of quality, Lamar. Don't you ever lose her. But you see, to a writer, the reader of his book is like a wife. And there are a couple of small things in my life that I don't want my wife to know about.
It would be bad for business if people saw me give you hard liquor.
Got any coffee?
I just put up a pot of tea.
Lamar. You take that cup, fill it with bourbon, I'll pay full price. We'll call it tea. No one will know the difference, and I'll be a happy man.
Roscoe Barnes, Chief of Security, Midland Merchant Bank, Tucson. I'll be providing security for you at the surrender site on Saturday. Now, we need to discuss.
Hold on there, Roscoe. Surrender site. What's surrender site?
Gentleman Jim Siringo's.
Oh, sorry. I believe I have a personal appearance that day at a wedding. Could be a hanging, I don't recall.
Well, you'll have to rearrange your schedule.
Oh, I wish I could, but my publisher himself, Mr. E.C. Allen, arranges my schedule. It's out of my hands.
Well, in that case, there's no problem, because Mr. Allen has pledged your full cooperation with law enforcement efforts.
He has. Well, of course, I always cooperate. It's the participate part that could be the problem.
Nicodemus Legend.
I generally don't do private signings, sir. If you'd like to check with the souvenir shop around the corner, I'm sure they could accommodate you.
My name's Siringo. Folks around here like to call me Gentleman Jim Siringo. I didn't kill anyone, Mr. Legend. I'm a bank robber. I'm proud to say a damn good one. Nobody needs to get hurt if you know what you're doing.
Yes. Well, I'm sure the marshal will be fascinated by your side of the story.
They say I killed a guard. You know how folks feel about a man that kills a badge? I reckon I'll never get a fair trial. That's why I'm coming to you.
Mr. Siringo. Jim. I am a writer of stories. That's all I am. The kind of help you need, I can't give.
This ain't no different than what you did for the Payson twins in Amarillo.
Double Shadows? You read that book?
I read all the Western dimes, and I'm glad to say yours are the best. Ned Buntline wouldn't know which end of a mule to feed.
Well, I'm becoming increasingly sympathetic to your cause, sir.
I don't have to tell you what the name Nicodemus Legend means around these parts. But I don't think you know what the name Gentleman Jim Siringo means to the folks around here either. See, Mr. Legend, they know I only steal from insured banks and not from the customers. They also know that I'm willing to share my good fortune with those in need. And until now, they knew I'd never hurt anybody. Someone's trying to take away my good name.
Any idea who?
Nope. But I figure between now and Saturday, you might be able to find something out. There weren't no shots fired while I was in that bank. It wasn't until I got outside that I heard a gunfire.
There must have been witnesses.
All the witnesses say I did it. They also say that I stole $250,000. I couldn't make that much money if I robbed every bank in Arizona, Mr. Legend. There was only $10,000 in that vault. And that's the God's truth. I'm just asking you to investigate it for yourself. See, I believe in you, Legend. And I'm willing to turn myself in and save my good name. So long as I know that Nicodemus Legend is on the case.
Okay.
See you Saturday.